Hi, everyone. If if I'm Regina, if you haven't figured it out, I'm Polish. Um, my mom and dad are here, obviously. John and Josephine and Denny, Celine, Rich's mom, and Paul and Liz are here also. We're going to do a traditional Polish custom. Some of you that are Eastern European may be familiar with it. It's a tradition where we salute, where we welcome the newly married couple and we join our two families. And so we're very happy to do this with Liz and Paul and all of us that are here, and welcome Andrew and Olivia officially. The custom consists of bread. So we're all going to grab a piece of bread. The bread symbolizes the fact that we want them to never go hungry and never be in need. And we sprinkle a little bit of salt to symbolize the bitterness in life and the hope that they will face life's challenges together. And finally, we have wine to symbolize the sweetness of life. And this is a ceremony to join the two families together in unity and in love. And let's do that, and then we'll say a few words afterwards. All right, you can all grab a glass. Grab a glass. Yeah, we're good? All right.
Okay.
So there is a traditional Polish toast. Basically, the translation is, may you enjoy your lives together for 100 years with good health and good fortune and everyone around you that you love. So, 100 lat. 100 lat.
Woo! Come on, where's your wine?
All right, let's party, people. Cheers. Cheers, 100 lat.
Very good bread.
It's Russian. It's Russian rye from Jersey, man.
Hey, hello! And what a great evening. I mean, look around. We have no atmospheric rivers. We have an absolutely beautiful setting. There are no rain, no clouds for what we have all in our family have been waiting on for a long time. Which is the union of Andrew and Alex. I'm sorry, Andrew and Olivia. Maybe I don't need the glasses after all. This is one of those it might be too late moments where you're like, I wish I would have known beforehand. Yeah. Truth be told, yeah. But it's worked so far, So anyway, we are so happy you guys are all here. It's such a beautiful day, such a beautiful occasion. Paul, Liz, Regina, and I, we're so blessed to not only have you guys, not only have Andrew and Olivia with us, but to also have all of you as family and friends. I mean, really, and to have family and friends. And to have you join us today. It's not easy to come out, for a lot of folks to come out to this area and to help us and join us in the celebration of Andrew and Olivia's wedding. And we couldn't be happier that you're here. It means a lot to us, and we thank you. A lot of us wouldn't be here. We have grandparents. You guys on your side, unfortunately, you don't have grandparents around. Andrew's very fortunate to still have 3 out of 4, and actually I have 4 out of 4 on my lapel, which is a gift from Andrew and Olivia tonight. And I think it's fair that we take a moment and think about those that made us the people that we are, that brought us here. that shaped our lives and that really made us who we are today. So take a moment for those that aren't here today. So, with that said, I'm done. I'm the welcoming committee. It's time to have fun. It's time for you guys to enjoy the night. The rest is up to you, whether you have fun or don't have fun. It is not our problem. It is your problem. The stage is set. Andrew and Olivia have done a tremendous amount of effort in creating this evening. If you don't enjoy it, not our fault. So have a good night and have a great time.
Good evening. It's been a great privilege to know the Selines. They're brilliant, charming, friendly, extraordinary people. And Olivia couldn't have picked a greater group of people to have as their in-laws. And Liz and I look forward to spending years with the Selines because they're truly a family of extraordinary human beings. And it's no surprise that Andrew selected Olivia to be his wife because Olivia, too, is an extraordinary human being. She graduated with a degree in behavioral neuroscience from Lehigh, immediately started working for a large hospital in Pennsylvania, in no time became Employee of the Year, came out to California, started working for hand surgery practice, started a degree in public health with George Washington University while working full-time for the hand surgery practice. If that wasn't enough, she was admitted into this elite honors program at GW. I didn't realize how elite it was until last summer when she was inducted into it. Trust me, it's elite. She's now working for a county just south of San Francisco, monitoring infectious diseases. And if you ever want to be truly scared, ask Olivia what she worked on last week. It doesn't matter what week it is, just ask her and the response will be like, oh, I just worked on this really cool case of dengue fever or Ebola. Really scary stuff, and she's extraordinary. And the people in California are in great hands with Olivia. Now, years ago, I had a professor named Frank E. Jones, and people called him Fedge. Frank E. Jones, his initials. And he worked in the FDR administration, rescuing the country from the Depression. And he remarked at one time that he felt that the greatest achievements in his life revolved around small groups of people. Specifically in Fedge's instance, singing in barbershop quartets. And this is a guy that worked in the FDR administration, was a distinguished law professor, and looking back on his life, the most meaningful moments were singing with small groups of people. And that in my life, looking back on it, the most meaningful parts of my life have also revolved around small groups of people. Whether it's sitting around a dining room table with Liz and the kids, working on a bicycle group to raise money for daycare centers, whether it's shooting the breeze with the Selines. Those are the most memorable moments in my life. Now, I want you to look around here, and that this is a unique group of people that you're now a part of, that Olivia and Andrew selected each and every one of you to be a part of their wedding ritual. And you, each and every one of you, took a lot of time, money, and energy to participate in their wedding ritual. And in a sense, not only their wedding ritual, but their marriage. And in a sense, every marriage that ever took place before this. Because rituals don't happen unless they occur again and again and again. And that's what's taking place right now. This is a ritual that's been taking place for thousands of years. And you, this group of people, look around, look to your right, look to your left. You're all part of this one group of people that are honoring their marriage. Okay? Now, I've been to groups of people like this. I've been, dances in high schools and marriages. And everybody sort of stays in their own silo. They stay at their own table. They don't get to know everybody, right? But this is a unique group. You should get to know the people who are in your group, this whole group. So I'm giving you a test, all right? By the end of this evening, I want you to identify the following people. And they're in this area right now. This person was the dean of 2 law schools and the interim president of Santa Clara University. This person wrote a book called Worst President Ever. And it's not about who you think it is. This person was admitted into the Bolshoi Ballet intensive program. This person was the University of California mascot, Oski the Bear. We are in the presence of greatness. Staying with the University of California Berkeley reference, the head of the theater department is here. And as a bonus, his father wrote the song On Top of Spaghetti. Do we know that? On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese. I lost my poor meatball when someone sneezed. He's here, okay? A veterinarian is here. Let's see who else is here. A Balinese mask expert is here. Someone who specializes in Balinese masks. A school teacher who teaches more than 1,000 children in a public school where they speak more than 26 different languages. And as a bonus, this person also attempted to kill Alec Baldwin on a soap opera. Oh, it's that type of crowd. Okay. All right. All right. I guess we got a lot of Alec Baldwin haters in the house. Okay. Let's see. We have a person that worked for National Public Radio and who created the radio show Morning Edition. Ooh, a bunch of liberals. Okay. All right. So that's your task. Break out of your silos, get out from the space between your ears, and find these people because they're all in your group, okay? There's something else that's here in addition to us, and it's love. Love doesn't get a lot of airplay recently. What sells is outrage. You turn on the radio, you turn on the television set, you open the newspaper, outrage sells. Politicians have been known to sell outrage, believe it or not. But love is the answer. Love is what makes us human. You can get rid of ideology, you can get rid of religion, you can get rid of all accumulated knowledge, but you can't avoid the conclusion that love and compassion are what makes us human. Love is the answer, and that's the reason we are here today. So, I used to be an assistant movie director, and one of my duties was to direct extras. Now, if this were a movie, the stars of this movie would obviously be Andrew and Olivia. I have a speaking role, therefore I am a principal. Thank you very much. You are extras. However, this evening is your lucky day because you will be given a line of dialogue. And that means you will receive residuals. Psychic more than fiscal. Okay, so here, let me get your line of dialogue. I think I got it here. Yeah, I got it here. I didn't see it was a big line. Okay, here's your line. I'm going to give you your line. I'll cue you when to say it. I'm going to ask you like 5 or 6 questions. I'll cue you when to say your line. Your line is give more love. Okay, everybody got that? Right? Give more love. Okay, let's rehearse. 1, 2, 3.
Give more love.
Okay, hold on. My bad. That Liz has told me about the difficulty of singing from the seated position. It compresses your diaphragm. So please, everyone, please rise. Please, up, up, up. Okay. Stretch your arms to the sky. We got to loosen our diaphragms, right? That's it. That's it. Okay. Now, let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Give more love. Excellent. Excellent. Let's go. Here we go. Ready? When life brings you down. Give more love. When you've been unloved. Give more love. When the world throws unimaginable grief and tragedy at you. Give more love. When love is hard to find. Give more love. When you look to the person on your left. Give more love. When you look to the person on your right. Give more love. When you look to the people all around you. Give more love. When you think about Andrew and Olivia, from now until the end of time, give more love. I can't hear you. Give more love. One more time. Give more love. Thank you. You are great.
Oh, wow. Okay. You could have given me a heads up there. All right. Anyways, hi. My name is Chloe, and I am Olivia's older sister.
I'm Phoebe. I'm Olivia's little sister.
So we'll get to those two in a moment. But I wanted to share a little story. Before starting. So the past couple years, I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety. And I don't know if anyone else been. No, just me. No, cool, just me. So I was thinking about doing this, and I went to my therapist, and she was like, "Oh, like why don't we put on you some like medication so you can like calm yourself down?" And I was like, "Great, all right, so do that." I had really bad side effects, so that didn't work. I went back to her again, and she was like, "Well, have you ever heard of like an ESA, which is an emotional support animal?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, that would be amazing. I'd love to try something like that. So I was looking into that, but I found out the premises didn't allow animals. So that wasn't an option. So I went back to her again, and I was like, "Yeah, there are animals allowed. Is there anything else? I'm kind of freaking out here." And she's like, "Well, there's this really new thing. It's similar to ESA, but it's called an ESH." And I was like, what is an ESH? And she's like, "Well, oh, okay." She's like, "Yeah, an ESH is an emotional support human." So Phoebe did a little bit of studying. She did some community service. And for the next 5 minutes, Phoebe will be my ESA, my emotional support human. I said it was going to be goofy. All right. So, like I said, my name's Chloe. I'm Olivia's big sister. Although she likes to remind me that big is subjective, because technically I'm 1 3/4 shorter than she is. But yeah, I just want to thank everyone. I just want to, thank you both, say congrats to you both. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Big round of applause. If you don't know, Olivia hates being the center of attention. So let's do that one more time. Big round of applause for Olivia. Right there. Yeah, there we go. Nice. But yeah, seriously, thank you for putting this on. And organizing a wedding is a lot. It's a lot of work. Most people spend, 1 to 2 years, planning for a wedding. But Olivia and Andrew are overachievers, as we know, and they spent the past 12 organizing this wedding. Thank you also for everyone who's come here. We have people from New York, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Seattle, Portland, San Diego. What else would I? Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, New Jersey, perfect. Thank you. Yes, I need to calm down. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Whew. Appreciate it, Phoebe. Okay, so when I think about Olivia, a couple of words come to mind: caring, loving, persistent. Extremely prone to being sunburned. But yeah, so I'm gonna expose myself right now. When I was a kid, I was a leash kid, and this is not a jab at my parents by any means. I loved my leash; it was rainbow, but I and I've probably been roadkill honestly if I wasn't put on a leash. So props to you guys. But Olivia was not a leash kid. Olivia was poised. Olivia was, she was very focused. Olivia was collected. And Olivia was also she really loved books. And she would just devour books. And it was remarkable. Yeah. My mom would give her a book and she would just be consuming it for hours. So, I would be on one side of the room, like freaking like Flight of the Bumblebees over here. And Olivia is just like calm and collected, just like devouring like the collected works of Roald Dahl. And yeah, I was always just so impressed by how much you read. Another thing I've always admired about Olivia is how persistent she is. When she says she's going to do something, it's happening. Whether that is going to grad school for public health, whether that is going and volunteering in Haiti, or convincing Andrew to get a second dog. She's can be very persistent and persuasive. She also has such a big heart. And she has so much love for her family, for her dogs, for her coworkers, and for all her friends, especially everyone here today. And she's just one of those people that always shows up. She shows up, no questions asked, and she's there. Like I mentioned before, Olivia and Andrew met 12 years ago. And, they met in the most romantic circumstances. I think someone alluded to it earlier. Do people know where they met? A frat party, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I started hearing about this frat party guy, and I'm like, who's this? What's going on? I'm, the older sister and protective. And she's like, no, he's actually really great. He really loves cooking, which is important because Olivia loves eating. He likes hiking, he likes being outdoors and cycling. And, they quote all the same TV shows. And he sounded really fantastic. But I didn't get to meet Andrew for a while because I was out here in California and they were out in Lehigh. Eventually, though, we did end up meeting. And all those things were true that Olivia was saying. Like Andrew has a lot of hobbies, like Andrew, he does a lot of things. Yeah. But the thing that stood out to me the most, and this part I always, there we go. And the thing I continue to admire about you, Andrew, is how much you show your love for Olivia. And it's been incredible to observe how much you show your love for Olivia. Okay, give me that shit. Yeah. Come on. Give me another one. Okay. Yeah, because I love you so much, Olivia. And I'm so grateful that you found someone, and you found each other, and you found someone that appreciates how amazing you are. Give me one more. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. All right, no, thank you. All right, lovely. So it's been incredible to watch you both grow together over the years. You have both accomplished so much. I could rattle off so many things. I'm grateful that so many other people did earlier. But at the core, I think, at the core, you both have been so crucial and pivotal in supporting each other's goals and dreams. And I have found that so special to watch, as both of you have supported each other's dreams over the past 12 years. So Olivia, you've had such a big impact on so many people. Myself and Phoebe, all the people here, so many more. And I may be your big sister, but I've always considered you a role model. And I've learned so much from you and continue to learn from you every day. I'm just really so inspired by both of you. Your passion for life, your love for each other. And I can't wait to continue to watch you both grow together for the rest of your lives. All right, let's raise a glass to this incredible pair. To Olivia and Andrew.
Here, come here. Emotional support.
Emotional support.
Give you some champagne. Have some champagne, my friend.
My friend.
Can we give it up one more time for Chloe and Phoebe? That was beautiful. Yeah, honestly. I didn't know we could use props. I might have changed a few things if that was the case, but I'm going to do my best to take us home. Hi, everybody. My name's Matt, and I'm Andrew's best man. And honestly, Matt, it means so much for me to be able to say that today. I've known Andrew now for probably over 20 years. I remember the first day Andrew moved into our neighborhood. He and I kind of grew up in a pretty rural area. I was pretty secluded from town. Miles away from like the nearest next neighborhood, and hanging out with friends always kind of meant like having to have their parents drop us off and vice versa, and it was just a real pain. So if you flash back to that day, kind of understanding all this, you can imagine my excitement when I heard that a new family moved in down the street, and with a son close to my age and a daughter close to my sister's. So anyway, I jump on my bike, I come down the street, I go over to say hi to Andrew, and we meet for the first time. Everything was going great. Seemed like a friendly kid. And I thought, okay, this could be great. New friend, great opportunity. And then Andrew asked if I wanted to see his model train collection. I kindly obliged. Luckily, Andrew was also into a lot of other way more interesting hobbies. So, the friendship was ultimately salvaged. as a lot of people have said, Andrew's always been a very athletic and active guy. And I give him credit, honestly, for getting me into a lot of the hobbies that I'm into today as an adult. He's an avid skier, cyclist, hiker, and just overall outdoorsman. And it's always really impressed me. As an Eagle Scout, not easy to attain. Andrew, along with the family, has always had a real appreciation for the outdoors. And I was always invited to experience that myself. Every summer we'd pile into Mrs. Celine's van and, make our way onto an adventure. And it was just, something I'll always kind of cherish. Growing up and still to this day, Andrew's someone that I can kind of reach out to for, both professional, and personal, advice and guidance. And as I've gotten older and amongst my friend group, I find that becomes rare and rarer as we get older. So I've always really appreciated that. To kind of wrap it up, basically the point I'm trying to make, and maybe I didn't really realize it until kind of writing all this down, is, that kid that randomly showed up in our neighborhood, 20 odd years ago, honestly grew up to be kind of like an older brother that I never had. And I love you for that, man. It really means a lot to be here. Now, Andrew only slipped me like $20 to write this, so it's kind of the last of the compliments for him. Olivia, I feel like you and I, we clicked right away after meeting each other for the first time. And I think a big part of that is I believe that you present others with your genuine self. And again, that's just another rare attribute that I don't think you see, and I've always appreciated. There's no real breaking the ice with you. I get to know you right off the bat. When we're writing this speech, I couldn't recall the exact date that we met, but I remember feeling, how small the world was when you told me that, you grew up in the same hometown as my wife, Lena. So got to be something special going on in that Haddonfield water, I guess. Yeah. So you're as many people said, you're smart, you're witty, you're steadfast in your beliefs, and enough so to even change the most stubborn of people's minds. And of course, referring to this guy right here, which I think is very important in a relationship. You look beautiful today, and I'm so happy to be a part of your special day. Although, we live so far apart, you guys moving away and us staying on the East Coast, I always look forward to the days when you and Andrew are in town. So much so that even when my wife and I were on our honeymoon in Napa, this fall, it wasn't a question of, if we were going to hang out, we were just, which day. And I'm glad we made that happen. Every time we see you guys, as I'm sure many people can understand, we pick back up where we left off. Like nothing's ever changed at all. And no matter where we all end up, I intend for that to kind of stay the same. So with that, you can raise a glass one more time to Andrew and Olivia. Love you guys and wish you all the best. Cheers, guys.
We're so glad that all of you are here tonight with us. It is such a special night for us and such a special day. It's been, as Paul and Matt and Chloe have all alluded to, and Rich, that it's been a very long time coming for us. We met 12 years ago, almost, and it's been quite a wonderful ride since then. And we're very happy that all of you have been able to gather up with us here this evening in California under a majestic scenery and enjoy a very special evening with us tonight. So we'd just like to thank you all again and raise another glass for a toast and say cheers and stolat and thank you.